You zigging? You zagging?
Oh. Always remember, your bones will not break in a bobsled. No. They shatter. So, who wants in?
We're looking for a sponsor for the first Jamaican bobsled team.
Their dream was to compete in the Olympics. But they chose a sport they knew nothing about.
Great. Very good.
In a climate they had never been.
Cold weather endurance is vital to building a successful sled team.
This is the true story of four unlikely athletes
How about I beat your butt right now?
How about I draw a line down the middle of your head so it looks like a butt?
who weren't prepared for what they were about to face.
It's a beautiful afternoon in Calgary, and there is a lot more coming up.
Is this whole thing a big joke? I can't get my helmet on. Oh, thanks, coach.
Why don't you put some training wheels on that sled? Leave the bobsledding to the real man.
You know you're gonna have to do this on your own one day.
You have no business here, Jamaica.
People are always afraid of what's different.
Now! Good!
But they found in each other
Do you really expect these Jamaicans to qualify?
the courage to give it their all.
Not only are they gonna qualify, they're gonna turn some heads doing it.
I see pride. I see power.
And they took the whole world along for the ride.
Is to follow your dreams. Follow your dreams.
Walt Disney Pictures presents
I am feeling very Olympic today.
a story for anyone who dares to stand out in a crowd,
I didn't come up here to forget who I am and where I come from.
and everyone with the courage to stand up for their dreams.
How will I know if I'm enough?
When you cross that finish line,
Where did these guys come from?
you'll know.
Cool Runnings,
So what are we gonna name this sled?
Tallulah.
Tallulah.
That's my mother's name.
Tallulah. That's nice. I like it.
Hi, this is Sam.
And this is Becca.
We're watching Cool Runnings today on BNS About Movies.
How come you didn't say it Jamaican?
Do you want me to start again?
No, but I think you should just share your Jamaican accent.
We'll start again. You ready?
Yeah.
Hey, man. Welcome to BNS About Movies.
You sound Arabic, not Jamaican.
Hold on. Hold the day, man. Welcome to,
Take 3. No.
Hey, man.
Welcome to Jamaica.
Shabba. All I know about it is Shabba Ranks.
Noah's favorite.
Yeah, Noah used to have a big, huge... I mean, it was as big as the wall. Picture
Why?
of Shabba. Because we love Shabba. Mr. Loverman.
Jala.
Shabba. How do you understand about a sundown fair? Shabba. Earlier tonight, Sam and Becca, window into our world. My wife made a great dinner. She made a salad with tomatoes and mozzarella
Basil.
and basil.
Balsamic vinegar.
It was really good. She had all sorts of rolls, and we had this
Mushroom ravioli.
mushroom ravioli with a very heavy mushroom sauce.
Mm-hmm.
And when we finished, my wife said, "I'm gonna have a donut." And like an idiot, I said, "Baby, don't have a donut yet. Just wait. You don't need a donut." My wife was not happy. So later, to make her happy, I offered to sexily eat a black glazed donut for her. This ended up with the donut being shoved in my face. Me almost choking on a dry donut.
Donut all over the kitchen.
My wife was laughing hysterically as I struggled.
You know what this is a lesson about?
What?
Donut. Ever tell her to eat
Just don't tell. Don't, you know what?
Get it?
Donut. Husbands out there, or men that may someday
Just be quiet.
get a woman, just don't say anything. Because you might think, but that was...
It's like kids maybe. Only spoke when you're spoken
No,
to.
because you might think, boy, that was a really fulfilling meal, and I'm not hungry at all. Your wife's still hungry. Just let her have the donut. Just don't say anything to her. Then you'll feel bad all night.
Yeah.
And then your wife will say, later on, you'll be getting ready to watch something, and she'll say, "Oh, I bet his wife gets to eat donuts." Hey, this movie has John Candy in it. Yeah, he ate donuts whenever he wanted to.
That's how he died.
No. So let's talk. Anyway, we got over it. Becca and Sam succeed no matter what. We're a good team.
Learning steps every day.
We're going to watch 1993's Cool Runnings. It's directed by John Turteltaub.
I like his name.
Yeah, he's an American film director and producer. He worked a lot for Disney. Oh my God, baby.
What?
This explains.
What?
Do you want to know what other movies he worked on?
Yes.
Three Ninjas.
Yes.
He directed that while you were sleeping.
Yeah.
Phenomena.
Yeah.
Instinct.
Yeah.
Disney's The Kid.
Yeah.
National Treasure.
Yeah.
National Treasure Book of Secrets. The Sorcerer's Apprentice.
Turtle Tub.
And he directed the TV show Rush Hour.
Mm-hmm.
He directed the movie Las Vegas.
Four Horsemen. What? Oh, Jericho.
Yeah, Jericho, the TV show. So really, this guy might be your director.
He is.
This movie stars Leon,
Yeah.
Doug E. Doug, Raleigh K. D. Lewis, Malik Yoba, and John Candy.
Yay.
It was the third to the last of John Candy's film, and the last of his film to be released during his life. It's loosely based on the true story of the Jamaican national
There you
bobsled
go.
team.
True story.
The film received positive reviews, and the film's soundtrack is quite popular,
It
with
is.
Jimmy Cliff's cover of I Can See Clearly Now reaching the top 40 in Canada, France, and the UK. I'm going to skip the plot.
Yeah, you'll find it out.
Yeah. They bought the rights in 1989.
Yeah.
Yeah, producer Don Steele was involved.
Yeah.
There were a couple different producers involved.
Mm-hmm.
This was originally meant to be a serious sports drama. The film's working title was Blue Magat.
What the hell does that mean?
Jeremy S. Chechnik was slated to direct. He
Yeah.
was fired, and he moved on to do Benny and June. Brian Gibson was considered to direct, but he dropped out to
I'm
do...
glad he quit so I could have Benny and June.
Well, how about this? Brian Gibson dropped out and did
Yeah.
What's Love Got to Do with It anyway. They used actual NBC footage, and he said in the bobsled the characters used in the film was an actual bobsled. Sank his egg.
Yes, his lucky egg.
Is made out of rubber.
Oh, I love it.
Yes. The script was around for 3.5 years.
It was around.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep. It was shot in Calgary and Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
The cast and crew filmed in Calgary first to take advantage of the snow. Then they filmed at the Jamaican resorts. Don Steele was on the set every day and worked on the second unit and then said, I never want to direct. Never again. So the soundtrack album
Yeah.
has 11 tracks. In Europe, it has an extra track, Rise Above It by
What
Lock,
does
Stock, and
Europe
Barrel.
get that we don't get?
Exactly. Lock, Stock, and Barrel's Rise Above It. There's also a little musical known as Frost in the Snow. Hans Zimmer did the soundtrack music, and Supercat is also on the soundtrack. This movie has quite positive reviews. This movie is loosely based on the formation of the team. Some of the incidents that occurred in the film were real, such as the favorites to win the bobsled being a four-man team from Swiss team.
The Swiss.
The crash that eliminated the Jamaicans is also real. However, there are several creative liberties. Irving Irv Blitzer, a fictional character, the real team of several trainers, none of whom connected to a scandal. At the time of the movie's release, the U.S. had not won a gold medal in bobsledding since 1948, and they would not win again until 2010. Yep. The company, the International Alliance of Winter Sports in the film, is not a real thing.
I would assume some of that.
One of the most fictionalized part of the movies was the bobsled itself.
Was it CGI?
No.
A CGI bobsled.
The legacy of this movie, in 2014, the Jamaican bobsled team qualified for the two-man bobsled at the 2014 Winter Olympics in Russia.
Uh-huh.
They described their team name as Cool Runnings, the second generation.
Oh!
I
Suddenly want to go bobsledding.
In light of the team's qualifications, Dudley Stokes, one of the original team members, and now the General Secretary of the Jamaican Bobsled Federation, said, I don't think the support for the team like we've seen over the last 3 days would have been sustainable without the ongoing appeal of this movie. The team received funding from many sources.
Yeah.
many online teams. So let's see what IMDb has to say about this movie. How many times have you seen this movie, first off, Becca?
Yes.
Thousands.
Probably, yeah.
If you like this movie, you would also like all the Mighty Duck movies,
Yes.
Rookie of the Year,
Yep.
Little Giants,
Yep. Rick Moranis.
Angels in the Outfield,
That one, not so much.
The Sandlot,
No.
My Girl,
Yes.
Homeward Bound, Space Jam,
Yeah.
Home Alone,
Yep.
Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yeah.
What else has Dougie Doug been in?
He's done a couple things.
He's been in Shark Tale. He's Benny.
Yeah.
He's in Eight-Legged Freaks. He was on The Cosby Show.
Yeah, he was.
Malik Yoba.
They call him Yul Brynner.
He's known for New York Undercover. That's what I remember.
Yeah, he was on.
Yeah, and Why Did I Get Married?
Mm-hmm.
That I did not rate that movie, and I don't believe in that movie at all.
See?
Ronnie D. Lewis, who played Junior Bevel.
Yep.
He's in Spy Hard.
Yeah.
Yes. Raymond J. Barry. Kurt Hemphill. He's in Born on the 4th of July, Training Day. A lot of movies. Leon. One Name. He is in Cliffhanger. Above the Rim. Yep. There's his full bio. I think he did his own page.
But the friend. How do you know that they did their own pages?
It just looks like it. If it has
What do you mean?
if it has way too much about them and it gets into too much detail, you're like,
My baby thinks it's bull.
yeah. John Candy. Let's look at his IMDb page.
What do
He's
you
one
need to
of
look at? He's
one of-
wonderful.
One of Canada's greatest and funniest character actors.
Yeah.
Yes. He is known for SCTV, Spaceballs, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, Uncle Buck. He's also in JFK. I forgot he's in JFK.
Yeah.
I'm going to go through his movies and you tell me yes or no.
Okay.
Canadian Bacon,
I never really saw that.
Wagons East.
That was a bad one. Huh?
Canadian Bacon is the only non-documentary by Roger Moore. Did you
You
know
mean
that? The documentarian, yeah, the
the
Democrat.
mean guy?
He's not mean. Why is he mean?
The one who made the Columbine movie?
Yeah, Bowling for Columbine.
I think he's an asshole.
Why do you think he's an
Because
asshole?
he's over-opinionated.
Did you ever see his movie about Flint?
Huh?
Did you ever see Roger
Yeah,
and
he's a
me?
whiner. All he can do is walk around with a camera. He can't go physically do anything. No. I don't want to hear it. When his fat ass gets up and does something, then he can
Do you know those? Do you know those
Other than
times?
that-
Do you know those times where I said a husband shouldn't say anything? This is one of those times. The husband is agreeing with his wife.
Michael
You're right.
Moore, you mean?
Michael Moore, not Roger Moore.
Yeah,
Roger Moore is
Moore's
James Bond.
James Bond.
What if they were the same person? What if it was a disguise suit?
I don't think so.
Okay. You're right, baby.
Yeah.
He was in Shelley Duvall's Bedtime Stories.
Yeah.
Rookie of the Year.
Mm-hmm.
Cool Runnings.
He is in Big.
Once
no,
upon,
not Big.
Once
What's
Upon a
one?
Crime.
Splash.
Once Upon a Crime.
Yeah.
Delirious.
Plays Augie.
Career Opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing But Trouble.
Yes.
The Rescuers Down Under.
Yes.
Home Alone.
Yes. He plays the Polka King.
Yes. Uncle Buck.
Mm-hmm.
Cannonball Fever.
Yep.
Who's Harry Crumb?
Yes.
The Great Outdoors.
Yes.
She's Having a Baby. He also plays Chet from The Great Outdoors in that movie.
Yeah.
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Where's he and she's having a baby?
He's whenever they interview all the people about what they should do.
Oh,
The characters from The Great Outdoors are in it.
Yep.
Little Shop of Horrors. He
Yeah.
plays Wink Wilkinson. Spaceballs. He plays Barf. Armed and Dangerous. Volunteers. Summer Rental. Follow That Bird. Brewster's Millions. Splash. National Lampoon's Vacation.
Yeah.
He's in the movie Heavy Metal. He's several voices now. He's Den's voice in there. Stripes. The Blues Brothers. 1941. And that's pretty much everything else. It was like SCTV and TV movies at that point. So, would you like to know some trivia about this movie before we begin?
Can I ask you?
There isn't any.
What?
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Contrary to the story in the movie, the Jamaican team was met with open arms by the international bobsledding team. One of the other teams even went so far as to lend the Jamaican team a backup sled so they could qualify. At the time, this was the highest grossing live-action film released under the Walt Disney Pictures banner.
Wow, that says something.
Denzel Washington turned down the role of Doris, and Eddie Murphy turned down the role of Sanka.
Don't you think Eddie Murphy was too big at this time?
What's bulking mean? It says bulking at the pay offered.
Oh, he's
They were like,
no, not enough. Eddie Murphy was too big of a star by this point, right?
Yeah.
It was what, 93?
Yep.
Oh, Eddie Murphy was huge by 93.
You know. But maybe he wanted to do a Disney movie and be nice.
He's like, no. No.
Based on a true story, however, there were very few changes to add comedy, drama, and character development.
Yeah.
The comic book Sanka is reading on the bed is Incredible Hulk, number 282. Again, Arsenal.
I bet Sal Buscema drew it. Deep cut. Maybe it was 93. Peter David, right? Yeah, maybe.
You know who else is considered to be a bobsledder in this movie? Cuba Gooding Jr., OJ,
Every black actor.
Jeffrey Wright, and Eric LaSalle.
Eric LaSalle from TV's ER.
ER.
Well, think about it.
Scott Glenn was also considered for the role of the coach, which would have been, you know.
It's, you know what it is? Like, there aren't that many black actors.
Yeah.
So they were just like, hey, we got a movie with 4 black actors in it. Like, every black actor. Come on out. That's cool.
The German dubbing of this movie, the Swiss bobsledders, have been redubbed with a stronger Swiss accent. When the other characters imitate them, they also imitate the accent. In the original English version, German is spoken, just in case you're wondering.
German spoken for Swiss?
Yeah. Don't ask me. According to Tommy Swerdlow, the only line in the film that he did not write was, "Sanka, you dead?" That is the only line that came from the original version of the script.
Yeah, the original version's very serious.
You know. There's not much else exciting trivia. It's more about the Olympics.
I hate the Olympics.
Well, the original cast who was envisioned by Disney for the film was Denzel Washington as Doris, Eddie Murphy as Sanka, Wesley Snipes as Yule, and Marlon Wayans as Junior, and John Candy.
That's
as Irving Blitzer.
a strong cast.
It is. That would have been a dream. But once you watch this, you'll like it.
It's like always bet on black.
Yeah.
I like Denzel. I like Wesley Snipes.
Blade.
Yeah.
Passenger 50.
It's time for a blood rave.
Murder at 1600.
Time for a blood rave.
Yeah. Teen, it's time for a blood rave. Don't try to leave.
He's like, when is it time for a bacon rave?
He loves bacon.
He seems really tired tonight. He had some crazy moments earlier. Some crazy moments during dinner where he had to be put on a leash and settled.
And he was upset.
He was upset because he couldn't stop barking. Because, 1, he had a poop in the chamber. And 2, he wanted to eat.
Everything.
And nobody was giving him any pasta. He's like, my dad was an asshole. Told my mom
So
not to
all I
go
wanted
down it.
was a mushroom ravioli.
All I wanted was just one mushroom ravioli.
Can I just get one?
Just one. Can a brother get a mushroom ravioli?
That's what he said. Speaking of brother,
Yeah.
nice Bathory shirt, brother.
We were buying this movie, and this girl was about 16.
She ruined that for me. This is all I'm gonna remember every time.
And she said, hey, brother, ain't seen a Bathory shirt in once.
When you were 2?
And you know, I didn't even know what shirt I was wearing. Because I just...
Maybe loophole.
What? I was like, what? I wasn't like, oh, because that surmises that I was like, oh, cool. And I wasn't like, oh, cool. I was like, shut the fuck up. Right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, you know, we do like, what do you call it? The exchange. I just don't like when people feel like, cool shirt, bro. Shut up. You know what? I don't wear these shirts for you.
Exactly.
I'm not watching Cool Runnings for you. I'm watching it for my fucking wife, alright?
Exactly.
Why have they not remade this movie yet?
John Candy's you can't remake it.
You don't think?
Uh-uh.
Well, where is the cast now after the theatrical movie? That's what's on this, it's been 21 years since this movie's come out. Well, there's some pictures of the cast here. 21 years since it's come out. Doris Brannock, who's in this movie.
Yeah.
Leon is his real name, his stage name. Do you know what he did before he did Cool Runnings?
What?
He was Jesus in the Like a Prayer video.
Oh,
How about that?
that's crazy.
He was with Sylvester Stallone and Cliffhanger,
Yeah.
and he's on The Real Housewives of Atlanta. He's the baby daddy of Cynthia Bailey's daughter.
Was he?
Yep. Dougie Doug. He's on Law & Order and Law & Order SVU. And he played Griffin Wesley. He has a new TV show called Brown Nation coming out. Malik Yoba has been in both of Tyler Perry's Why to Get Married movies, and he's on Empire. Junior Bevel is now a stand-up comedian, and he was in K-Pax. John Candy, not alive. Joseph Gruel in the movie.
Yeah.
He has been in a ton of TV shows. He was in Saw 6 and The Outer Limits. Kurt Hemphill was on The Closer, Law & Order Criminal Intent, and CSI. And he's on the show Justified, too. And that's what everybody's doing. But guess what Sam and Beck are doing?
We're gonna watch this.
We're going to watch this movie. Our dog is going to watch this movie, too. Angelo, are you ready to get on a sled? You ready to get on a sled? You ready to get on a sled?
We're just 3 minutes away from the start of our next feature. Still time to visit our refreshment stand.
We just watch My wife wants to tape me during the movies when I get emotional during the movies.
He was crying.
It was a beautiful story about 4 young men that triumphed against the odds.
Mm-hmm.
And they brought it together.
Yeah.
It was very nice.
Touched my husband's heart.
It took a while, but it did it.
It did.
Yeah.
A couple times.
I think it had a lot of universal themes that you would want to think about.
Mm-hmm.
It's very much a hero's journey.
Yeah, that's all my movies are.
They had to find a mentor, and the mentor, they almost lost him. They had to lose certain times.
Win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they realized at the end that they could win. It's a very Japanese way of looking at it. By losing in the way that they lost, it meant more than if they won.
Name the couple times you cried. You cried when you said, "Oh, they're friends."
When they became friends. Yes.
You cried when he saw his daddy and he stood up to his daddy.
Yeah.
You cried when the Swiss...
I never had to stand up to my dad, so.
You cried when the Swiss said, "Good job, Jamaica." You
Yeah.
cried. Yeah.
The only times my dad and I would argue, and he'd be like, "You're pig-headed." Yell at me.
Yeah.
So goddamn pig-headed.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd be like, "No, I'm not."
My baby is a little hard-headed.
Oh my god, I'm the fucking worst.
Yeah, it's pretty hard up there.
Yeah. Is this where your love of Jamaican music began?
Yes.
This is where it began.
Yeah.
So,
No, I'd say it began with Cocktail.
yeah.
Yeah.
You saw this after Cocktail?
No, I saw Cocktail when I was real little.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They really let you watch anything.
Anything I wanted.
Anything you wanted.
Yeah.
I saw
You had to, like, hide and do it. I
No,
was just like,
no.
I'll watch this.
My parents let me watch heavy metal, and that was pretty,
Yeah.
yeah, and then they let me watch, Barbarella.
Yeah.
And we watch it, if we ever get to watch it, you'll be
Never.
like, I can't believe a child watched this.
Yeah.
I did. Work me.
Yeah.
Cool Runnings, what would you give this movie?
An A.
I would give it an A.
Yes, an A.
I liked it a lot. It made me sad that John Candy's not around anymore.
No.
He was one of my favorite actors.
Mm-hmm.
He's Johnny LaRue
Mm-hmm.
from SCTV.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite episode of SCTV. He gets his own show. Johnny LaRue's on the street, and he wants to remake this. He wants to make his own version of Chinatown called Polynesian Town.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't make any sense, just like Chinatown. And at the end, there's this big crane shot,
Mm-hmm.
and there's no need for it. And the crane shot follows him out. And the owner of the station, Guy Caballero, who sits in a wheelchair but doesn't have to be in a wheelchair,
Mm-hmm.
he's just in it for respect, flips out, and he makes Johnny LaRue pay him back by doing any show he had. He makes him do all these shows for free.
Mm-hmm.
And the show he does is Christmas street beef. And he has to go out in the middle of Christmas on the street and ask people, "Hey, what's your beef?"
Mm-hmm.
And everybody beats him up. And he's left laying in the street. And he's crying and screaming about how cold he is. And all he wants to do is eat. It's amazing. It's like one of my favorite things that's ever happened.
My baby straight beef.
Also, John Candy is also Dr. Tongue
Yeah.
from the 3D House of Horrors.
Mm.
He's him. He's Jake, the guy with the snake on his face that'll sell you pornography.
Yes.
He's Mayor Tommy Shanks,
Yeah.
the mayor of the town that SCTV's in. Mellonville.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's Julia Child.
Uh-huh.
He's like so many characters in that show. He almost came to Saturday Night Live.
Mm-hmm.
And then when he saw what it was like to be part of the team on Saturday Night Live, it was very cutthroat. And SCTV was super collaborative. He went back to SCTV. He got to stay here. He liked SCTV a lot more. He became a big star.
Mm-hmm.
I remember we went to the drive-in to see Vacation. And he's in Vacation for
2 seconds.
only about 2 seconds. The 2 seconds he's in Vacation.
What part does he play?
He's when they finally get to Wally World.
Oh, yeah.
He's the security guard. And he has one of the best lines in the movie. When
What?
he turns to him and he says, I've never been on this ride without throwing up. And the thing starts up the hill. My dad started laughing so hard. Literally everybody in our car went crazy when John Candy showed up. So we were big everybody in our family's SCTV fans.
Mm-hmm.
There's a part earlier where Eugene Levy's in the bar too.
Yeah.
And we all went nuts and Eugene Levy was in it for a second too. This is years before before Eugene Levy was in a million movies and everybody knew who he was. Post American Pie. And Joe Flaherty, of course, from Pittsburgh.
Yep.
Count Floyd.
Tina knows him.
When I was a little kid, I never realized that Floyd, the guy that does the news, and Count Floyd are the same person.
Maybe that's where Teen came from. Maybe he was Joe Flaherty's rat dog.
But the funny thing about that is, Joe Flaherty based it on Bill Cardell here, because Bill Cardell was the news guy, and he was the horror host later. So there's a lot of stuff, a lot of Pittsburgh stuff on SCTV, even though it was made in Canada. It's, I would say, my favorite TV show ever. I would stay up as a little kid till 12:30 in the morning on Friday nights to watch it. And in fact, when David Letterman started, I hated David Letterman because they would preempt SCTV for Letterman.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I don't like this at all. It took maybe a year for me to like Letterman. And then,
And you loved
oh
him.
my God.
You loved him.
I can tell you the exact moment I realized I loved him.
When
he had his 1 year anniversary, and then they did like a special on New Year's Eve, and he went. They sent Larry Budnellman, who was just this weird guy they found in the streets, and Vince McMahon to 2 different hospitals, and they were competing to see who could find the first baby born that year. And Larry Budnellman was like lost in the hospital. I kept going, Dave. It was just the weirdest thing. Chris Elliott's on it. It's the greatest show ever. Now that I realize,
Yeah.
I can't even explain though. If you had watched it, you would. It started when you were -4, but to see like the normal side of TV, like SCTV and Letterman and these shows, like totally changed what TV is all about. John Candy is awesome. It's sad that he died so young. But he had, he ate too much, and drank too much, and didn't take care of himself. But he was great, great. And when he's in, he's great in this movie. He was a perfect person for this movie.
Told you.
Yeah. So that was Cool Runnings.
Will you take me to Jamaica now?
No.
No.
But
This is as close as I'm gonna get.
I was in Jamaica once.
And you were a god.
No, I stepped off the boat and I had a red stripe, and then they said, okay, get back on the boat. And I said, okay. This is my extent of Jamaica.
Oh, baby.
Several men asked me if I wanted drugs. And this is when I was still like, no. I just started drinking again. I said, no, I just drink. It's fine. Yeah. Dean might be Jamaican. He enjoyed the movie. Wouldn't he look good with one of those, like
with dreads and a hat?
Yeah, a little Rasta hat.
Yes, he'd look adorable.
So, thank you for bringing this movie into my life.
You're welcome.
It was a little stuttery at the beginning. I cleaned it with my t-shirt.
Oh, yeah.
Now it works fine. I think you should let me bring the Joy of Smile Tap into your life. You should let me bring that in.
One day.
Yeah, I think, because I've watched
on your birthday.
I think on my birthday, here's what I would like to do for my birthday. I would like to invite people over, and then I will present several films. And
we'll vote.
And we'll get to pick 2 movies. I'll present several movies and reasons why we should watch those movies. And then a little selection of short films and trailers.
Made by Teen.
And then Teen and I will reenact scenes from our favorite Lucio Fulci movies. And Boggle movies. Teen will dunk my head into the water, like in Blood and Black Lace. Then hit me with an iron right in the face.
I'll give him the props.
Yeah. My wife will attack me.
Oh.
With a chocolate donut.
Again.
Yes. So, what did we learn? We learned that Jamaica has got a bobsled team.
The Jamaicans can do anything
And
they want.
We learned that when your wife wants to eat something,
like right now,
just let her eat it. And don't say, baby.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. Don't ever tell your wife no.
Exactly. Just stick with that.
Don't tell your wife no. Don't tell her she can't. And love your wife. Respect her. Listen to your wife. In the words of Mr. T, what's Mr. T tell you?
Listen to your wife.
No, what's he say? Remember when Mr. T doll?
Yeah, I forget.
Oh, I'll play.
What does he say?
I'll play a sample here.
No, but tell me.
I can't say it. He says, "Always listen." No, always listen.
Yeah.
To
your mom, to your parents.
Yeah, exactly. That's what Mr. T says. Okay.
Always listen to your parents. Always listen to your parents.
Ah.
Yes. Always listen to your parents.
I pity the fool. You're like, shit, we're gonna fight. Then he goes, hey, by the way, respect your elders. Oh, okay, thanks, T. Wait, we gotta sign off. We gotta come back. This is Sam.
And Becca.
And you've been listening to BNS About Movies. And we'll see you
at the movie.
Goodbye.